for some NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Personal foul. First team foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Here's Kidd. Pass to Wembanyama. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Now off the inbound. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And here's Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all three levels.
Well, when Wemby is hitting those, it's a great sign for the offense and a nightmare for the opposition.
James attacking. Chalk up two there.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Pass to James. And it's James with the jam.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Kidd. Now here's Tatum with the drive. Stolen by Young. Here's James. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. The rebound by Duncan. Here's Jordan. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. James. And slam dunk by James.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Tries it from the top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops. And that'll tie this game up.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back over to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And it's blocked. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
Here's Wade. It's deflected. It's good on the putback.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
The kick to Durant. And stolen by Leonard. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Jordan. Clock at 6. Rebound by San Antonio.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Durant's shot is off.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Outside Russell. And there's a pick. From deep, Jordan. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
.20 seconds left to play in the first. Antetokounmpo with the block. Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Durant's got 5 points.
On the catch and shoot, Durant is so effective. You have to run him off his shot.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Walt Frazier.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter.
Your home team.
They're up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
16.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Frazier. Back to Westbrook. Driving in. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Antetokounmpo with it. And it's Young picking him up. And it's Tatum missing. Here's Westbrook. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, the intensity Russ plays with is exceptional. When he goes hard inside, it forces the D to act.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Here's Wembanyama. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Just 5 to shoot. Fader on the way. Russell with the rebound.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't anyone near him.
Now Westbrook. He's got 5. Doesn't go that time. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
If you do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Takes it inside. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And here's the fast break. The shot off that time. To the inside. And then Russell with the dunk.
We know Russ can do this. He's averaged double-digit assists numerous times in his career.
Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Here's Young, plenty of space. Off target from the wing. And that one drops. And the Spurs lead by 3.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open look.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. James outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That one's good for 2.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Here's West. Soft touch off the glass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
On the wing, Wade. In transition. Right side, Durant. .105 left in the first half. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Wade drives in. Leonard left side. And it's rejected. Pass to Brown. Nifty move. Driving inside. And he lays it up and in. And the Spurs lead by 5.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Shoots it from the high post. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. San Antonio on top, up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Kidd. An easy 2 on the layup. Kidd's got 5 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Duncan. And a miss there on the triple. On offense, here is San Antonio. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Here's Jordan. There's the drive.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Wembanyama. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Tatum from long range. He drops it from range. Give him 8.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
James outside. There's Young with the 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
Here's Kidd. He's got 5. 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kidd's got 4 points in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Frazier. Out to the wing. And here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Giving the crowd what they want. Westbrook leaps for the dunk with reckless abandon.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Lets it fly. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And here's a timeout from Erik Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Both teams deciding to change it up. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Westbrook. Out to James. And it's all from three-point range. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by 7. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. 5 on the clock. Russell with the rebound. Here's Leonard. Rebound by San Antonio.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
So it's the home team now. 7-point differential. Westbrook right side. Nails it from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
You love how Westbrook commits to his selections, not letting anything distract him on the three-point shot. Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
The kick to Durant. 6 to shoot. Here's the pick. Tries again. Making it look easy inside. Durant.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
To the paint. Here's James. Stolen. Outside Durant. From deep three-point land.
Kevin Durant.
Sinks it. What range from downtown. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for San Antonio?
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Well, you can also throw in what a great job they've done defensively, blocking and altering shots and just playing with a committed effort defensively.
Both teams will make substitutions, and he makes both free throws.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
In for San Antonio, number 8.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got his third bucket of the night. Durant with it. He's got 10. Here's Malone. It could go. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's San Antonio closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Wade. Six on the shot clock. Abdul-Jabbar. Can't hit from in close.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
And here's Brown for 3.
Jaylen Brown.
Drills it from deep.
A quality three-point shooter, Brown stretches your defense, making Jaylen that much harder to guard.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's West. Into the lane.
Jerry West.
And he banks in the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
With the 10-footer. No good off the glass. San Antonio leading by 14.
Dwayne Wade. First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for the Spurs.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter.
John Havlicek. Jason Kidd.
Left side, Wembanyama. All sorts of time. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. From deep, Jordan. Sinks the tray.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Kidd. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 4. And he's going for the... Going up top. It's Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Off target at the rim. San Antonio leading by 13. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he can't jam it through. Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, gets you some.
Nice. Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish. I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, no good.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Pass from downtown.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Here's Wade. Jordan, the screen. Here's Young. Fires the three. And he nails it.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
Now Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. The stuff.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Outside Young. Oh, he cannot hit. San Antonio leading by 6. JT to the hole. Rebounded by Russell.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where everything is going to have to go your way.
Screen by Leonard. Jordan goes in. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Durant.
Number 35.
Antetokounmpo outside. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Puts it up from 15. Down goes the jumper.
Well, that's a shot that some defenses can give up, but not to that guy.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8.
One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base. He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
And so it's San Antonio with the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Running from yourself now, getting what you saw. Never let your guard down, anywhere you go. In the right place, at the right time. It's still you sinking through the floor. It's never enough. She don't want it, no more, don't want it.